I put those tanks there and they have not moved. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms, and it is about lunchtime on Wednesday, the day before Holy Thursday, I believe. Not sure what that is, like the 15th, 16th, because yesterday was tax day in the U.S. Should be a holiday for how much money I just had to hand to the government. So much fun. But anyway, we're heading up to the farm. I am hoping today we are going to be planting beans. Highly doubtful, but you never know. Highly doubtful. So we'll just have to see. I'm going to get up and actually start spraying. That's my goal today, and I want to get that bale wrapper running today. Hopefully it'll work. We'll see. Okay, well, here is the first Crop Scout of 2025. I'm hoping today I'll actually get spraying my field. This is my field here on the right. Got a little bit of work to be done, but I'm hoping I can get it sprayed today, and we might try and plant it. That'd be the earliest we've ever planted anything, let alone beans. So, be interesting. I gotta go talk to the county and see if they ever took a look at it, but we'll go from there. Looks like Nathan got some VTing done yesterday. Got all this this field here on the west side of the road, so I'm hoping all of our primary tillage is done for the year, so we can get the VT off of the Steiger. Quit right there because I'm actually gonna haul manure right here. We also got this field done as well. So yeah, hopefully we can get the VT off the Steiger and get that on the planter here in the next day or two, and maybe look at planting some corn next week. But I'm hopeful Nathan might be able to plant some beans this week. We'll see. But to do that, Pat's got to take the 340 up with the loaded wagon up to Andrew and get that offloaded. When they get the bean planter on, service the oil. I mean, realistically, they won't be planting anything today, but maybe sometime soon, maybe. Pat already took my water trail over next door. Is going to get some water going. And actually, I lied. They unhooked the 340 off the dump wagon. They're probably going to put the other 340 on there. So Nathan might be hooking up his bean planter today. We might be getting some beans in. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, they're getting this 340 service. They're going to get that thing on the bean planter here before lunch. Nice. Go ahead and open this guy up. Go ahead and get the sprayer out. Start it up and make sure everything works. Have it start pulling in guidance lines. Hopefully that swings. That'll work. Get my iPad and everything set up, and we'll get ready to go. Need to clean out this cab, clean the windows. Plenty of stuff to do before we get spraying. I got that thing cleaned out at least. Trying to clean this cab all out. Then we'll wash the windows. Clean the windows, I should say. Then they can be about ready to go. Clean cab, I like it. Time to do the windows. Let's go ahead and start this thing up and then grab the iPad. Windows clean, air filters blown out. We're good. They're in, and Pat's got the Steiger unhooked from the VT. So he's actually gonna hook that thing on. Oh, I need to grab a radio from something. Let's go grab it from the cat. So I need to swap out radios because this thing's got the newer USB port. So Pat's gonna hook up to that big old dump cart to hook onto the Steiger. Steiger sits up a little bit higher on that pin, so we actually gotta raise this up a little bit more. We can't raise it up with the jack because that's a lot of weight on there, so we're using the air jack to help it, and we need more air to go do that. Brother!
Come on, go help Pat.
So Darren's gonna do that while I'm gonna help Pat on load C. And I just switched out radios so I could have the regular USB port. He's got the 5088 started, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and move that chopper wagon and that tractor. we're getting our last batch of corn in. No, not last of it. We still got a little bit more from that first dealer to get. And then, not sure. I think I'm gonna try and start spraying. Look, ready to go start spraying? Let's go ahead and go give it a shot. And have Darren come over and help me out if he can. Go wash my booms. Okay, I'm just setting up. Darren's gonna watch if I go over, as I go over the, what are they called? Go into the waterway or not, so we'll give her a shot. Here we go, first spray of 2019 or 2025. Everything looked like it turned on all right, so now I'm gonna go at an angle and see how she looks then. How'd she look?
That was a lot better that time.
I like it. I'll try another field just to make sure that one wasn't a fluke. Nice rod.
Actual size.
You like how we can see exactly right where we spread our cover crop?
Yeah.
Did a little spread test. I wonder if I just must not have been getting the thrill. Because you can,
on the outside?
Yeah, because you can see the striping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and kill that today for sure. Thanks for the help, boy. I'm not the boss. You're probably more of a boss than me.
I wouldn't say that.
I would. I think we're ready to roll. Let's go ahead and help Nathan out. Maybe we'll grab some lunch. Charging this battery. This is what's going to be my pump power. So I'll charge that thing for a solid hour and a half or so. Plan is, I think Nathan's going to get his planter down here hooked up and get that thing ready to go. I am going to go out and spray a load of Roundup to make sure the sprayer is working good. I'm actually going to load everything up and head to the south farm. That's the goal, at least. We shall see. This thing's all hooked up, ready to go. Pat's going to take that thing up north to Andrew this afternoon. And I think it's time to go eat. So let's go eat. Kitty. Jeez, they're getting big. They're kitty. Pregnant. Okay, just got done with a great lunch. So now the plan is Pat's gonna take off in the truck wagon, whatever it's called, wagon full of cement. I'm gonna get off and get spraying, try to get 200 acres sprayed today, hopefully. And then Darren and the guys are gonna do some, Darren and Nathan are gonna do some odd jobs, and then eventually he's gonna hopefully get planting, hopefully. And I'm gonna make sure that my plug will work. We're putting the spray in, first load of the year. Getting it ready to go. We're loaded. Let's go get some. Weeds don't stand a chance. Let's go. We are out spraying. Just kind of priming my boom right now, getting some of the water out, getting some chemical all the way out to the end. Eventually we'll get going. There we're going. We are spraying. First time of the year. One of the earlier starts I've had, actually. We're about, say, April 16th, so time to hit the road. Trying to kill some weeds. So this is our field I sprayed cover crop on, and try and basically do it all with Roundup. And we're trying a different strategy with our bean stubble this year. I'll explain more as we get going. So we're terminating, outlining this waterway because I got Roundup in and a heavy dose at that. So this will smoke a waterway, and we don't want to do that, so I'm just outlining these waterways. So we're getting this rye killed. So you can tell my spreader didn't do a fantastic job. We were striping. Basically, we were short about 5-10 feet or so, and we were just too heavy. But I mean, overall, for rye, which I didn't pan test, I'll take it. fogging around, so we put this cover crop on to try to be a better steward of the land, and of course I'm getting a phone call. Nice. Yellow. There goes my water tender. Nathan's pulling that thing down south. I'm gonna head down there in probably an hour or two. Probably an hour to see if I can get my whatever it's called going. They're gonna pull it down there, drive over to Buddy's, buy some chemical off him, and then I'll be ready to spray. First field sprayed of 2025. I love it. So like I said, this was just a load of Roundup. Roundup is a just straight grass killer. Just trying to kill off this cereal rye. Okay, let's fold up and get out of here. Hey, first planter I've seen going in the county. Putting some beans in, I'm guessing. Wish that was us, but I don't think we're gonna be able to today. Just too much miscellaneous stuff going on. Nathan's probably gonna hook up the planter later tonight, and we'll just go from there. Hopefully we can get it done, but I don't think we'll be able to do anything tonight. And then tomorrow it's a chance of rain, so TBD. Whew. Okay, let this thing cool down for a second and then shut her down. I'm gonna work on my bale wrapper for about, I don't know, hour or so, and then I'll head down south. It's, what is it, 2 o'clock, 2:30? 2:30. 3:30, I'm gonna head south. Those suckers are too smart. I open the gate for 30 seconds to go over and get my car, and a cow comes walking out. Dumb thing. That could have been bad. So I dropped my filter or my funnel and sprinted over there. Got him back in. That would have been awkward. Very, very awkward. Okay, let's go get my car and go work on my stuff. I just realized I need a needle nose pliers. Before we get done, let's go grab one. So just to recap, guys, this is my dad's auction purchase. I've put about probably 7 or 8 hours of work into it so far. Hopefully I can get it going in like 15 to 20. It's my goal. Hey, not quite that much. Excuse me, you need to move. Yeah, that's right. Speak your language. What are you gonna do, girl? Fight me. Turn you into hamburger. That's what I thought. Just kidding, I wouldn't do those. These are mama cows. They're real nice. Let's go grab that needle nose and then let's go. Anyone else find it funny how cows chew? They go like in a circle. I thought it kind of funny. Okay, these mama cows are out grazing. The calves are lowing, just having fun. This is what a farm's all about. Making use of every single piece of ground you got. Ground that right here that'll be really tough to farm. We let the cows graze on it. Okay, now back to this guy. I gotta take it out because if you guys remember in this video, it was the last time I worked on it. Check it out if you're curious. But I lost a gasket between the carburetor and the air intake. Well, I found the gasket after I put it in. So let's go ahead and pull it out, pull it back out, and put that gasket in. Okay, that's what I replaced it with. This is what I want in there. Kind of more formed for it. I don't know how I missed it, but she's in there now. Much, much better. Okay, now you put it back. There it is. Okay, now let's go back together. Just spent literally 45 minutes screwing around with that K-clip, and I'm frustrated. I can't figure it out, so I'm gonna stop, take a break, go get my spraying done. That'll take a couple hours, so let's get moving. Planters are getting ready to roll. Now Nathan's gonna be looking at his planter here in a bit. Neighbor's out doing some dirt work, some soil finishing, kind of right there through the boom. Oh, did they already get that fixed? Huh. Oh, it's down a little bit. Hey, they're bringing the day cab home. Nice. Yeah, it looks like they must have done some work on the semi down south. So they brought the day cab home, and also bringing a seat tender home. Nice. Let's fill up for the first load of the year. It's pretty hard to do that one-handed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting water in. I'll put my crop oil in first, which is my what's called surfactant. Essentially, I need that for essentially mixing up my mix to make it hotter. I'll put a load in. Let's go. Okay, we're full. So neighbor just went ahead and ripped out that entire fence line. Nice. Appreciate you doing that there, neighbor. So we are rolling now. It's a good ½ mile pass. Get a lot done going 13 miles an hour. Cruising. This piece of this ground is a big old sand hill. Not a lot grows here. So I'll tell you, this is gonna be our first planted stuff because it'll dry out the quickest for one, but for two, the earlier you get this stuff in sand, better chance it has, because better chance it'll get moisture. Okay, just about sprayed out 40 acres. Go back and get loaded up. All right, first load's done. Let's roll. Back filled up and spraying again. Let's get it. Well, she's moving now. Able to go about 15 down here. ½ mile long rows are fun, but you know what's more fun? Mile long rows, which is what I'll have over there. Sweet. So this is our south farm, the farthest south we go. Highway 30 is right there. US Highway 30. We're kind of about, I don't know, 5-10 miles west of Clinton, something like that. So this is far south that we go, and I got a little bit of a bump coming up, so let's slow down so I don't smack my booms. So you can kind of see how it looks like there's different hues. Nathan actually vertical tilled this last fall. If you guys want to card to that video, feel free, because I actually spread fertilizer and I literally got chased out of the field by Nathan. It was pretty fun. Yeah, so I spread fertilizer on this. Well, I guess first off, we picked the corn on here. I spread fertilizer, Nathan vertical tilled, and now I am putting our pre-emerge herbicide down, or our burn down herbicide. This should lay a blanket of chemical essentially to kind of prevent weeds from growing up. And then we'll actually have Nathan hopefully come plant this tomorrow, if all goes well, hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, she's going pretty good. Cruising. First field is done. 68 acres or so. This will be our first planted bean field, hopefully tomorrow. Now time to get loaded up and head to my field. It's pretty rare that my field's the second one that we plant of the year, but just how the year goes. Let's go load up and get out of here. Okay, let's load again. Put this sucker on a time lapse for you. Good enough. Let's go. Hey, hey, it's a fellow Case Patriot sprayer. I was going to say Patriot sprayer. I think that's Mumpson's. I'm honestly not sure. I don't know if they have their own sprayer or not. I think they do. Well, either way, that's a nice sprayer. Newer one than ours. It's a 40 series, 120-foot boom. I can already tell that right now by how it's folded. Those 120s kind of fold horizontally, where mine folds vertically. That's honestly the sprayer we want to get. We want to get a 120-foot boom at some point here soon. So it looks like a 440. Pretty sweet sprayer. Ours is a 3230. So theirs is either 1,000 or 1,200 gallon tank. Nice. Hey, someone's out with a John Deere and a Hardy sprayer. We used to run Hardys for a while. Went to a self-propelled one. We just got, you know, pulling a trailer in the hills is never efficient. And you just can't get as much done with those things. But it's a good economical sprayer because you already has the tractor. Well, crap, I just realized that I lost my farm. Nice. I didn't include it in this file. That's neat. Have fun. Well, we're here. Let's go ahead and pull in and unfold and get moving. So because I don't have any boundaries or anything like that, I have to kind of just watch my overlap and make sure I don't spray into my neighbors. Because like I said, I spent a lot of time in the side-by-side to avoid this, so that way I can, you know, if I accidentally overhang my boom, I don't have to worry about killing any of the neighbor's stuff with grass or anything like that. Okay, well, so I'm spraying this crossways, mainly because I can use the same guidance line and farm this as one field as normally farm it as two fields, because that one waterway is pretty rough and some of these hills in here are pretty nasty, so we farm it as two. Darren was out here and he ripped this this piece, got rid of a lot of compaction. He actually killed that 400. We've never killed a 400 on the ripper before, so that was real bad. And actually the county was out here fixing the ditch and whatnot. I talked to them and they actually deemed it was theirs to fix, so it made me very happy, because that was a pain. That would have been a pain in my neck to fix. So they went ahead and brought their backhoe down here, tracked up a little bit, but that's okay. Rather have that get fixed. Problem is they fixed the wrong one. Whoops. So I called them. They're gonna come back tomorrow, so no big deal. Yeah, so they kind of picked that up right there, which that's all right. I mean, definitely needed to be fixed. But that's the one. That needs to be fixed pretty bad. So, that's okay. They'll get it fixed tomorrow. Let's keep rolling. Okay, so, recap. So, Curtis actually ended up hauling grain all day today, because we still had, I think, we have quite a bit of grain still left to move. I think that's what I'm going to probably do on Friday. We'll just have to see. Darren and Nathan kind of did a bunch of odd jobs, moved some cattle around, got the planter hooked up, so they should be hooking up the planter right now. They got the seed tender. Hopefully, if the weather cooperates, we'll be able to throw some seeds tomorrow. We'll just have to see. And then obviously I'm on acre 140 right now, so I'll have about 150 acres done by the end of the day today. Not too bad. Not too bad for a soft start, I should say. Yeah, like I said, we're doing my field. Kind of exciting. I know I gotta get a dozer in here this fall. That's why I want to get these beans in so I can get them out. Then have a dozer come in here and actually get these waterways worked. So I gotta get a waterway in here, gotta get a waterway in the next hole, or the next hill I should say. So my goal is to basically plant beans everywhere here, and then get a dozer in early, and then hopefully seed some waterways. I doubt we'll see, we might seed them next fall, I guess we'll see. I gotta get one here. I'm gonna doze out this waterway, because that waterway is getting kind of bad. Have that doze out. Oh, I gotta slow down. And then gotta put one waterway going that way and one waterway going that way. So I gotta put 4 or 5 waterways in next fall. So we'll see how that goes. Well, last round. Last round, then we are DUN for the night. I'm gonna go pack up and head to Bellevue actually and see if I can help Dad out. We're gonna take a load of ear corn to Bellevue, or to Preston. Okay, there we go. And last pass is done. So yeah, like I said, Darren went ahead and ripped all this stuff. You can actually kind of see how it's a little chunky right there. That right there is where he killed the tractor. Ha! That is nuts. I've never seen a tractor killed. Pretty crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and fold up and get out of here. Neighbors out doing some disking. Love it. Have a good season, Marvins. Alright. Let this thing cool down. Transfer all my crap. Those guys are working on the planter. Hopefully they'll get that thing ready to roll tonight. Okay, so we have a couple issues. We got an oil leak there we're trying to fix, and just a couple things we're trying to get addressed while I am trying to get the planter ready to go. Well, time to get moving. She's almost dark out, and I want to get that dump cart filled up. Let's get her going. Okay, she's getting dark out, so I gotta get moving. Go ahead. Unlock. So I'm gonna try and get this dump wagon loaded up for the bud man, and see if we can get that loaded up before dark. Lots of fun filling up the dump wagon with ear corn. Huh. I think that's all we're gonna get. I think that's all you're gonna get. You had a lot of corn here. Well, I think the rest is gonna have to get wet. I might try and put one or two of those wagons in the shed. So, need any help down there, or?
Put the wagon in the shed, we'll leave the tractor outside.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna rain much.
I don't think so either. But let's get your tarp over. Might go one or two more. That'll work. I'll go put those. I'll probably try and just sweep it up and congregate it. Yep, and then I'll go move the wagons. Hey, dump trailer's coming in handy. Take that load of corn up to Preston. It's actually a decent sized load. We put a lot of grain in there, so now I'm just gonna clean up. The cows are a little hungry, so I might shove them some. So I'll clean up, and then I'm gonna go put some wagons away. I'll go ahead and clean this stuff up. That way, next time I can just come in and dump the next wagon and be good. Good enough. Let's go ahead and go put some wagons away. Back a little bit. Back just a little bit more. I'm going to put this one in the shed. The hose. I'm going to try to dump this one on the ground. Try to. Only had to back up once. Take that. That'll work. Okay, so this thing's going to live in here so it doesn't get rained on, just in case. That should stay put, but just in case. Stick one of these guys right there. Yeah, holy ladybugs. Okay, let's go, maybe go feed a bale. Well, I'm gonna feed him a bale real quick, and then I'm gonna, oh, just about smacked into that. That would've been good. I'm gonna give him a bale real quick, check the cows, and then I'll probably, go empty that next wagon. Just unwrap this bale. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dump it in this manger. I'm gonna go around, then I'm gonna go walk around and check them. Hopefully they're all just chilling, which most of them are. That's not what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna go shut this gate and then go check on the cows. Make sure everyone's looking good. How you guys all doing? You doing good? Hi, 349. Yeah, well, don't see anyone bellowing. Everyone seems content. Got plenty of food. A couple of them are laying. That's good enough. Good enough. Dumping her. So JDD, Big Butch. Oh, I love it. Thing's pretty sleek. Very slick. Dumped. Got her close. Hopefully we can get this all in the dump trailer. It'd be pretty dang close. Yeah, we are loading. I'm almost out of battery, so I'm not putting a time lapse on or anything. I'm also really tired because it's, you know, I don't even know what time it is now. It's late. That I can confirm. So we're just trying to clean this pad up because our neighbor is very generous and let us use it. Nice concrete pad rail on the highway that way I can load up like this. It's really hard to run a loader tractor with one hand. So we got one load in there so far. Well, one load down to Preston, I should say. Should be able to get this probably in there. We'll get her close at least. And then we'll call it good. I really should be the one out there shoveling, not the guy with the knee surgery, but nothing will deter him. He's a shredder. Okay, we're loaded. Go ahead and strap it down, and Bud will take this home and unloading in the morning.
I'm gonna mess with these kids fishing poles right here. I got 3 of them here. At least get a couple of them. You can see they are worse for the wear. I pulled these out of that Loaner Kids program box last year, last fall, and I've been meaning to work on them. It's a great deal. We put maybe 5-6 poles in there, you know, at a time, and usually come back and they, you know, 3-4 of them are broken off, and all the thing kids do. But we also notice a lot of kids fishing that never would fish before. So that's the whole point of it. And we got a lot of nice groups. Ducks Unlimited, the group that Bud president of, the Pheasants Forever chapter in Jackson County, and the Isaac Walton League. They always buy us new fishing poles if we need them. They'll do anything for kids and trying to get kids outdoors and away from the city lights and away from the hassles and bustles of life to just enjoy a thing like fishing or camping or hunting. So, but I think these, you know, one of those organizations purchased these poles here, and I enjoy putzing. These are the type of poles I fished with when I was a kid, maybe even a little better. But it looks like this one might not even reel anymore. Yeah, that one might require a little work. Looks like something's loose in there. So that'll require a little something. And I'm not sure what the problem with this one is. It's still rigged. But they said it didn't work. Mindless work, working on these fishing poles, but I'll get these 3 done. It'll take me all 15 minutes, and I'll have those 3 poles done. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the videos, filling in. This is Gritters filling in for the Bud Man. Now nobody can fill in for the Bud Man. He's one of a kind, but maybe show you some new perspectives on some things. So that's all I have for the day, and we'll get these poles done and we'll call it quits. Yeah, I found another one too that I forgot about. This one here might require just a skosh more work. Looks like the line is in a lot of spots where it shouldn't be, and looks like it's not continuous through the eyelets up there. So yeah, this one had a lot of troubles when they fished with it. I don't seem to be making much progress here. This one might have to be restrung. Seems to be a lot of lines sticking out of places where it shouldn't be sticking out of. That one had to be broken all the way down, all the line taken off. And I'm thinking that this one might be dusting that way too, but let's see. We'll start picking at it and see what we can get out. And pretty sure there used to be a nut at the end of that piece right there. It might be our problem. That nut does not seem to be there anymore. So maybe that's causing this line to not work properly. Okay, I figured out the problem with this one. After unstringing all that line. Well, when this was rigged up, the person who put this in the back left a big tag sitting there that needs to come out. That's what's tying that line down to the bottom there. Well, this line needs to be cut as short as possible. Otherwise it sticks up and it'll just interfere with the other line that's on there. I'm going to snip that down to as slow as I can get it, and then hopefully rewind at least some of that line back in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hartung Family Farms in beautiful Jackson County. Things are starting to happen this spring. We've got some field activity going on to the left here. Looks like they're putting on some anhydrous over there. You can see it here. Putting on some anhydrous. Neighbors there are putting that on, so things are starting to happen. Spring. Oh, we got activity to our right too. That'd be Hartung Family Farm stuff there. Putting on some anhydrous. So just gonna stop up at the farm real quick. Gonna run the dog a little bit and check on the cows. I haven't been up here for now a couple days, so but you can see some activity going on over there. Disking in some anhydrous. So again, spring. Well, it's 57 degrees today. That's a little better than what it's been. So everybody's getting anxious, getting the field work done. So just going to take a quick look at the cattle and then maybe run the dog quick and grab some fish from the American Legion tonight. That's the plan. So we'll head in, take a look at the cattle, see if I can see where they're at, and just get eyes on them for a quick second here. So not seeing much. So no cows here, but maybe through there's a couple of them. Mama with a calf. 78, she has not liked me. You want a piece of me, don't you? Yeah, oh, there's her calf, I believe. That red one. 10, yeah. Yeah, they usually get in a staring contest with me. We'll try to get to them from a different angle. Off to the back here. That's where they're chiseling in the ammonia. Looks like they got about that field about done. So matter of fact, I think I can see him going out on the road here. So I don't know if he's going to cross over. He's way out on the road. Looks like they got that field done. So I suspect they're going to cross the road and hit the other side. He's pulling two ammonia tanks. Got everything all folded up, the bat wings, so that field is done. The changes of Iowa agriculture, they're just almost staggering to even comprehend. But you can still find remnants of some of the older equipment, like this old beast here. You take some sort of cultivator or disc. You know, here's the seat. Ran it here. You know, maybe pulled by horses at first. I'm sure they adapted this to some sort of tractor. But just look at this old relic. So interesting and neat. Looks like it's probably a revolution of its time. You know, two blades down there. I'm sure, you know, think of spending all day in a seat like that compared to that nice, beautiful stuff that Ron shows us every day. It just, there's a lot of hard work here. And pins here, I'm sure that engaged. You have to probably physically pull this to engage the blades down below. You know, just can't help but think if Ron was sitting in that seat there, it wouldn't be long before he'd be injured on something with this thing. But this was only a few generations ago that they were using equipment like this, and frankly this here, harrow. Agriculture has come so far, so fast. You see all the fancy equipment that they use today. You know, specialized GPS, precision planting, precision putting the nitrogen into the ground. Everything is so precise, but back in the day, they used equipment like this, and the farms were much, much smaller. Just think, you know, probably if they get 10 acres done in a day, they were probably plenty happy. And now, you know, they did a field like that one sitting over top there, you know, probably in, you know, an hour or two, they finished that whole field. Where a beast like that probably took all day or a couple days to get that done. So probably Ronnie's great uncles were sitting on that piece of equipment there and using it. And just amazing how far agriculture has come and how complex it is today versus those days. So I don't know when, you know, Iowa, it changed so drastically. I mean, you probably can place it all the way back to the moldboard plow, which is somewhere, don't quote me on this, somewhere 1840s, 1850s when John Deere came up with the moldboard plow. That could break the prairie sod in Iowa. And, you know, John Deere's big invention, making it out of, I think it was a steel plow, kind of self-cleaning plow. And that was a huge invention. And that started the conversion of all this land that we see and see in all the videos from tall grass prairie into, you know, the cornfields that we see today. So Iowa is really a product of having all that tall grass prairie, making that rich soil. And it's incredible just how much of Iowa is converted to agriculture. Something like 80% of Iowa's landscape is in some sort of agriculture. And a bulk majority of that is in these row crop agriculture where we're growing corn and soybeans mainly. So, you know, it's been said that Iowa's the most engineered state in the world. And that's, I just don't see how it cannot be, with almost all its landscape converted into agriculture. Still has a lot of neat places, and it still has a lot of neat wild places. But it is crazy that we converted that much of the state into agriculture, and what a big deal agriculture is to a state like Iowa, and frankly in big parts of Illinois, Wisconsin, southern parts of Minnesota, northern parts of Missouri. So but Iowa is like the most changed landscape in the world, and you know, inventions like that were part of that change. Coming in on the cows from another angle. This girl here, she's missing a little fur on the side there of her. Oh, she looks healthy though, otherwise. So I think we got 276. So I'll write that down, keep an eye on it. See if I see 276 with some issues. You know, makes flies and stuff easy to get at her without that hair on the side. But I don't know what to make of that. But we'll keep an eye on it. She's fine right now. So, looking at the hay bunk there's definitely some in there. So, there, you always want to look around and see hay in the bunk. There's a few of the cows anyway. They're looking good. Old Creamy back there, she's hiding from me like usual. Good, obviously the water's working. You can see she drank a whole pile of water there. So all looking fine on the cows in. Now we're gonna head up and Maybe let Rigel go for a run, take a peek for some turkeys. Turkey season starts next week. First season's 4 days, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to hunt any of them 4 days or not. I know the first 2 days I got complications with work already, so but you know, I'll maybe go second season, or maybe just gamble and go a couple days.
Okay, well, we got Budley loaded up, GoPro died, and I'm tired. It's 10 o'clock. I got an hour drive home, and I gotta be at work at 6 tomorrow. Fun, fun, fun. Well, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.